It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hello, happy Wednesday. Not Ethan and Sarah here today. They are off today. You have me, Grace, the brand manager, and Blasky, who is our video producer, and he is also on 105.1 The Bull. So thank you, Blasky, for helping me out today.
Happy to be here today. I'm going to do my best to try to muster up some strength in my voice here. So forgive me if I sound a little weird today.
Yes, thank you very much. He is helping me with barely a voice right now. So props to Blasky for helping us out this morning. All right. You may have seen the pictures on social media. There was a wild scene that occurred on Sunday night in Nixa after all the storms. A car crashed into a local restaurant. It happened at about 8:30 p.m. at Piccolo, just off of West Aldersgate. According to police, the driver plowed through a glass window and into the kitchen area. The restaurant's owners say that they will be closed for a little while so they can clean up and make repairs. Interestingly enough, there was a police officer actually inside the restaurant dining whenever it happened. And there were a few others outside. So they immediately jumped in and helped. The city says that one restaurant worker ended up getting pinned to some kitchen equipment. Thankfully, they were checked out and they did not need to go to the hospital. The driver, though, was taken to the hospital, but we are told that they are now in stable condition. And the crash doesn't seem to have any relation to the weather. It is still under investigation as to what happened.
Incredibly scary situation, but very fortunate that the officers that were off duty,
literally,
right then there, and there, right place, right time. And fortunate that the one employee is going to be okay. And again, best wishes to the driver as well. Hopefully, a quick recovery for them as well. Well, as we all know, that the construction of the Springfield's brand new Target is officially underway, and we found out that it's not going to be just the average Target store. The city's second Target is being built at Sunshine and West Bypass, and it is set to open coming up here on March 2026. Now, this one is based on Target's new North Star prototype, which basically means that it's way bigger. It's like 28,000 square feet larger than your typical Target. Now, inside, you can expect an expanded grocery section, a full CVS pharmacy, a Starbucks, of course, is going to be in there, and a much larger area in the back for curbside pickup and online order fulfillment. Now, the design is part of Target's plan to make the store kind of double as like a delivery hub. So more than 90% of their digital orders are now being fulfilled by local stores, and this new setup is going to be built for that. So by early 2026, Southwest Springfield will have a supersized Target designed to keep up with how we shop now these days. So pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm very excited because I try not to go to Target. I love going to Target, but I try not to because in Springfield, it's like there's no matter what time you go, it's packed. You can't ever find a parking spot. So
100%.
The fact that this one's going to be so much bigger is going to be so nice. And this one's actually closer to me. So I'm not mad about that.
Springfield needed 2 Targets and needs a new steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse.
Ooh, yeah. Yes. Texas Roadhouse is the same way. If you want to go there,
100%.
It just doesn't matter when. So, all right. A big insurance dispute is causing a major headache for tens of thousands of Missourians who just lost coverage for their preferred doctors. The issue is between MU Health and the insurance provider Anthem. The two side, they can't agree on how much Anthem should pay MU each year. And MU is asking for higher rates, blaming inflation. But Anthem says that they've already offered more than the usual increases, so they cannot agree on the money issue. On Monday, a big crowd showed up at the Capitol in Jefferson City to make their voices heard about this issue. State lawmakers held a hearing to dig into it, and patients were sharing how they're stuck without access to their specialists. And some are even considering going to St. Louis or Kansas City just to get the care that they need, which is not ideal. Anthem says that MU Health won't keep talking unless Anthem agrees to their terms, and they think that's a really big roadblock. But meanwhile, MU's board of curators is backing the health system, saying that higher rates are necessary to keep the hospitals running, especially for people in rural Missouri. So at the end of the day, they're still kind of blaming each other as to why they can't figure this out. And it doesn't seem like there is a quick resolution in sight, but we will keep you posted.
Hopefully something gets figured out quick. I know my wife and I, we've ran into that similar situation about 1.5 years ago, and it's a very challenging thing to kind of get around. So fingers crossed,
Yes.
it worked out soon. Now, there is a dip in, or due to the dip in the tower water pressure in the city of Stockton, they're issuing a boil water advisory for all the residents that's going to be effective immediately. Now, all tap water that is used for drinking, cooking, brushing teeth, and food, that should all be used, or all that should be boiled at least 1 minute before being used. Now, safe use without having to use any boiling or any whatsoever is going to be showering, laundry, as well as washing your hands, followed up with hand sanitizer if possible as well. Just another little precautionary deal. Now, this is all, again, all precautionary measures to ensure the safety of their water supply, and that they will notify the public once the water quality test confirms that it is safe and they can lift the advisory. Now, those should be, that should be very, very soon. So fingers crossed that'll come down the pike here before too long. But be sure that you are watching their Facebook page for any updates coming down their way.
Yes, I did see yesterday on their Facebook page that they did the water testing, and they should know within 24 hours. So they might even know, like I would check their Facebook page right now and see if it's updated. But yeah, if you're in that Stockton area, be sure that you're being mindful.
Right.
Well, here at Around the Ozarks, we love partnering with our local nonprofits. And last month, one that's near and dear to my heart, Harmony House, held a free community event called In Her Shoes, designed to place participants in the shoes of people experiencing domestic violence. It was an interactive and introspective simulation that left you with an intimate understanding of the difficult choices that face survivors as they leave abuse. Their prevention manager, Charity, said, "Our first community session was successful. Attendees left with a better understanding of the issues, and some even inspired to continue their learning with further reading. Impacting others to think differently about domestic violence and inspiring them to take action is what prevention is all about." So if that is something that you seem interested in, you really want to experience that, it is very eye-opening. And their next session will be on Tuesday, September 17th. And this one specifically will be an economic justice edition of In Her Shoes, where they will highlight additional struggles that survivors encounter when they are facing poverty. So if you want to register for that, you can go to myharmonyhouse.org.
Now, here's something that's pretty fun and exciting that I'm looking forward to because I'm a big movie fan, and that is the Gloys Theater midweek movie matinee is back. Now, the Gloys will be showing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea today at 2 o'clock. Now, you can arrive early to participate in the Back in Time trivia. That's going to start at 1:45. Now, Greene and Christian County senior citizens that are 60 and up will get a free combo ticket with proof of ID upon arrival. For more information or to purchase tickets, just go to gloystheater.com. I'm excited for that. I love going to the theaters. I miss it so much. I was so depressed during the pandemic. You couldn't go. Oh, I loved it.
You couldn't go, especially at the Gloys. It is so, it's like you're in a time capsule, especially for the matinees. It just is so much fun. They have those vintage movies that they play for it. And so if you're really wanting to feel nostalgic, it is a perfect place to go.
Great place to go.
Yeah. I want to say thank you for everyone who came out to our Around the Ozarks night with the Springfield Cardinals last night. The turnout was amazing. Joy Robertson threw out the first pitch, and you would have thought that she was a Cardinal herself because she was just, she is always on top of it. And of course, they gave out 5,000 hot dogs. So there was plenty of hot dogs to go around. And we ended the night with fireworks. And we love doing that every year. So we'll keep you posted on when we're going to do that for next year. And speaking of events, there are plenty of them happening around the Ozarks in celebration of Independence Day. Ethan and Sarah have been talking about our events calendar all week, and I agree with them. It is the perfect place to find all the things that are happening around the Ozarks. So, Blasky, do you have a few of those to tell us about?
I absolutely do. The 2025 Fireburst Fireworks over Table Rock is going to be happening tonight. Now, this one has been happening for over 40 years and is still one of the most spectacular fireworks shows in the region. Now, it's going to be near Kimberling City Bridge, and you can actually view that by land or by boat. Now, heads up that there's going to be a lot of traffic out there and traffic control in the area due to the size of the event. So for all of those details, take a look at the post up on our events calendar. And then tomorrow, the Branson Landing is going to have their 18th annual Liberty Light Up, and that is going to be happening as well. It is free to the public, and the Liberty Light Up concert will feature Damsel, the Dirty Saints, and will be followed by an amazing choreographed firework display. Around 9:20-ish or so is about the time where things are going to be flying over Lake Taneycomo. It's going to be a great time. Get out there, have a lot of fun this weekend.
So awesome. There's so many things happening around the Ozarks. And like I said, and like Ethan and Sarah, it's funny. I was watching them earlier this week, and Sarah was like, our event calendar is really awesome. And I may be biased, but I think it's really awesome. I was like,
it really is awesome.
It is awesome. I might be biased too, but yes, we try to organize it super clearly. You can always submit your own events. So be sure to check that out. And I think that's all we've got for this Wednesday morning. So 2 days away from the 4th of July. Be safe and have a great day.
All right. See you.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubosh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for starting out your Wednesday with me here. It is the holiday week, a short one, and it's already July 2nd in the Ozarks. I know I've been hearing some fireworks already, so folks are out celebrating. Thankfully, we don't have a dry ground to deal with this year, but we have the opposite problem. In a few places, we've had some issues with flooding, and I think today will be a dry day in the forecast, so you can look forward to that. Numbers, in fact, today still really pretty pleasant for an early July day. We've got numbers starting out in the upper 60s this morning. If you want to beat the heat, get out early today because full sunshine is going to allow temperatures to warm up in a hurry as we head through the afternoon. Still, this is some relief from the heat with lower relative humidity values than what we'll experience as we head closer to the holiday. Mild today, high temperature. I have 87 degrees for that forecasted high temp in Springfield. It is going to be a beautiful day with calm winds. I don't have much of a breeze at all in the forecast today. And with mostly sunny skies, you're going to want to make sure to bring some sun protection with you, no matter what you're doing if you're outdoors. We will see dry conditions through the course of the day today. There's like a 10% chance for a little pop-up shower. I really think the better rain chances in this forecast hold off until the second half of the work week. We are likely going to see rain chances ramp up as we get closer to the holiday weekend. With that comes heat and humidity that is going to be on the rise as well. Isolated rain and storm chances in the forecast today, lasting through Friday, through Saturday, through Sunday, and maybe even through Monday of next week. I do have isolated storm chances in the forecast, but I don't want you to cancel any plans outdoors just yet. Have a backup plan. That's my message to you as you prepare for the long weekend. The greatest chance for some rainfall and maybe some widespread rainfall appears like it's going to come on Sunday and Monday of the weekend. I am expecting, though, that even then, it's about a 40% chance for some showers with a frontal boundary passing through the region. We will also see high heat and high humidity return. Heat index values easily back up to near the triple digits by the 4th of July. So the heat turns on again. That is my message to you. We have this upper level ridge that's going to be building into the forecast as we head closer to the Independence Day weekend. It brings heat and humidity back into the area, and it means heat index values will range anywhere from 90 to 100. I do expect that we see some higher heat index values down near the Branson area and much of northern Arkansas. So if you have weekend plans to head to Table Rock Lake, if you're going to Bull Shoals, going to be out floating on any of our rivers or streams, just make sure you are using caution if you're going to be out in the heat. While this is not extreme heat for early July, people will be more vulnerable to heat impacts because of increased outdoor activity. So heads up to you, a little heat warning for you for the weekend. High temperatures today, I told you 87 degrees in Springfield, bit warmer tomorrow. We've got highs that climb back up into the low 90s. I do expect 90s out there for the 4th of July too. About a 25% chance for rain and storms on the 4th itself. So you may need to alter your firework viewing schedules depending on where those rain and storms decide to show up right now. I think it looks like a scattered opportunity for all of the Ozarks. Again, about a 25% chance for rain and storms on the 4th of July. By Saturday, we'll still see highs in the low 90s, feeling more like 100. We hold on to that opportunity for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's a slight risk of excessive rain for parts of the southern mid-Atlantic today. We also see showers and thunderstorms for the East Coast and strong storms for the Great Lakes and upper Mississippi Valley. That is what is in the forecast across the country that you may see some national news headlines on. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. A lot of folks across the Ozarks reporting tree limbs splitting open from the inside. And that was my quiz question for you yesterday. What is the most likely cause of tree limbs splitting open from the inside? Do you think that is due to A, high winds, B, lightning, C, a tornado, or D, torrential rain? The key word here in the question is, what is the most likely cause? And if you chose B, lightning, you are correct. Most likely, lightning caused those tree limbs to burst from the inside out. When lightning hits, the heat, it turns sap into steam. So it basically explodes a tree limb from the inside. If this happens, or if it happened, and you saw this on Sunday, you would see charring or cracks bursting outward from the tree limb. Another possibility, yes, is of course strong winds, microburst winds. Oftentimes crazy wind gusts can snap weak branches, especially if any have an iffy structure like a V-shaped fork or something. Then microburst winds could certainly contribute to the tree limbs splitting open. But the most likely cause is lightning. So look for damage around the tree if you don't see it already. Now you know. Congrats if B was your guess. All right, here's the quiz question that I have for you for tomorrow. What is the average temperature of a lightning bolt? I just told you they could turn the sap into steam. How hot do you think that is? Do you think it's A, 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, B, 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit, C, 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit, or D, 100,000 degrees Fahrenheit? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for starting out your day with me. Beat the heat today. 87 degrees, full sunshine, and a calm wind. It's going to be a great summer day in the Ozarks. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. We'll chat again tomorrow morning.